In case you didn't see the edit on the other post, it was suggested I post a standalone update. My boss spoke with upper management yesterday, and when I came into that office today, as I normally do on Wednesday, I was immediately escorted to the boardroom by 2 security guards. The president, CFO, chairman of the board, SlimeCo's lawyer, our IT firm's lawyer, and my boss were all at the table. I found out my boss had threatened to file a proper criminal suit as a result of T.H.'s behavior on my behalf. It was explained to my boss and I that T.H., while an obvious problem, is a high earner for the company, and they would not fire her. However, it was discovered through an internal investigation that she had, in fact, gotten the numbers of all of the texts out of the CFO's BlackBerry. We don't know how she got into the BlackBerry, but what we do know is that the CFO left his BlackBerry unattended, which is a serious security compromise and also a violation of the contract between the company and my IT firm. Some very strong words were exchanged between SlimeCo's officials and my boss. The lawyers agreed that it was, in fact, a serious breach of contract, leaving any data available to unauthorized users, and it was made clear that the contract in place would be terminated at the end of the meeting. It was later explained to me that, given the nature of the breach, we'd basically have an all-hands-on-deck situation where every available tech would report to SlimeCo and start pulling servers, switches, and any other leased equipment. Estimated time of dismantlement was about 2.5 hours. There was also the phrase, wood chipper for hard drives, thrown in there. I don't know if this was literal or a figure of speech. For the next 2 hours, I was not allowed to leave the room. My boss, his lawyer, and SlimeCo renegotiated the contract on the spot. A 36% price hike, increased security improvements, and a couple other things that went right over my head. The lawyer then pointed out that I was still well within my rights to, and asked if I would be seeking legal action. I asked what my options were. Before he even got it out of his mouth, SlimeCo started talking about a settlement to keep me from going any further. Without going into too many specifics there, a check was cut and immediately cashed because they ain't gonna play me for no fool. The Harpy was put on an actual probation. My boss gave me the rest of the week off, billed to SlimeCo, so I can have an actual vacation, and I'm no longer going to do any service at SlimeCo. Not the outcome I expected at all.